Not sure how this happened, but Nani? Neither of the packages came damaged? What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another review for you guys. And as you can see, today we're going to be taking a look at the transparent hair version Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Shinkai Vegeta. And I'm guessing Shinkai is Japanese or Chinese for evolution, because we all know that's what this form is called. Been waiting on these for forever, man. I honestly thought it was going to be even longer before I got these, but actually once they made it into the United States, it took no time. So without wasting any time, let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging so we can get right into what these sets look like. Now for the sexy packaging, of course, you got transparent hair version Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan Shinkai Vegeta. Right here you got the cool image of Vegeta turned around, arms crossed, looking real badass, ages 15 and up. You don't need it if you're too much younger. I guess this says Demoniacal fit, or it's the logo or whatever, I don't know. Nothing much going on the top, nothing much at the bottom that really matters anyway. On the sides you just got the same thing right there, the names and the logo. And then of course on the back, as you guys can see, you got the 3 hair pieces that you're going to get and the back of the hair piece along with the assembly instructions, which don't really matter because they're in Chinese, and only thing you can read right there is these. So doesn't matter, pointless. Let's go ahead and dive right into them. And for those people who like to see what they look like in the package, this is what you get here. This is the Evolution one, of course, and this is the Super Saiyan God. They are both very translucent, and for those of you who are wondering, they did paint the eyes in on both of them. I will try to get a better close-up. Of course, you can see it on the God face especially, but on the blue, I will try to get a close-up in so you guys can see that as well. But this blue here is very, very translucent, much more than the first, but it does look nice. I can't wait to get it on the figure to see what it looks like. So yeah, moving right along. Now, straight out of the packaging, here they are standing right next to each other, and for the most part, I am just as impressed with these as I was the Goku and Vegeta release. They really are doing a phenomenal job with these, but unfortunately, I do have a few issues with mine. Not sure if you guys can tell, but right here on the hair, I'll point it out. Right here, that's just like a big chunk that looks like it was scraped off, and at certain angles, it's going to look okay. But it's definitely not the best looking right there. And then the one that bugs me the most, it's a small minor thing, but right here at Vegeta's Widow Peak, you can see that there's a chunk that's just like painted off a little bit, and I hate that, man. I mean, it's not like a big deal or anything, because for one, this is a bootleg company. They're going to make mistakes. But gosh, everything else just looks so phenomenal about this one. Especially on this serious face, I hate that little piece right there just takes away from it. And I'm pretty sure not everyone's going to have that issue, so that's not something to worry about. But other than that, they do look great. And for that one person who's going to notice this, yes, this one is taller than this one because this is actually the Trunks body. I did not buy another Vegeta for this review. I'm not going to do that. Well, I may. I'm going to take that lie back. I might actually buy another Vegeta, not for this review, of course, but just to have more options for display. Now, I'm going to put this guy back and talk about this one first, since this form comes before this one, and we'll just dive right into these guys. Now, for those of you who are wondering about Super Saiyan God Vegeta, I'm going to say this turned out really well. Like, a part of me likes this even more than I like the Evolution Blue version. They did such a phenomenal job with the hair. Of course, it's just a recolor and whatever they did to make it translucent, but it looks so nice. The eyes are painted very well for the most part. Face is painted well. Like I said, I got this one issue, and just putting it on this figure, no matter what angle you have it at, it looks so nice the way the light hits it. And I know you guys are going to be wondering how it looks next to Goku, so I'll go ahead and show you that. If you think that these are going to look the same, no. They are not. I mean, close, but at the same time, no. It's just, they're not going to match up for those of you who just want things to be perfect between them, so that's not going to happen. Now, as far as the faces you get, I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but he comes with his yelling, screaming face, which looks amazing, by the way. This, I gotta give it to them. They did a phenomenal job with this. There's no paint issues. They even, I think they added some line work to the face to make it look a little bit more intense, like right around the nose and maybe under the eyes. And this is probably on the original, I don't know, but it just looks so great. Like the line work just works well with this face. So, and of course the other one is his smirking, cocky Vegeta face. Mine has a few black smudges on it, which they came right off, so that's not an issue. But yeah, this one looks just as good. Honestly, these two came out very well. I just wish this one here didn't have that like smudge at the top where the paint's bleeding a little bit. This would probably be my most favorite face if it didn't. But for the most part, this one is awesome. So if you're thinking about getting this one, pick it up. Now this one for the most part is absolutely amazing. It does look a little bit more translucent, but I think it's only because of how dark the blue is. It looks that way, but when the light's hitting it, I gotta say this is awesome. Now I don't know if you guys can pick this up, but certain faces on this version, the hair is a little bit lighter or darker in the front. Like you guys probably can't see this on video, but this hair piece is actually a little bit darker. I'd say about 2 shades of a darker blue than the back of his hair piece. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but it actually is. Which is ironic because on the screaming face, and you're probably not going to be able to tell, and you're definitely not going to be able to tell now because I don't have it equipped to the face, but this one is actually much lighter than the back of the hair piece. So the hair pieces are different kinds of blue, which is weird, and I know this probably looks really weird now because it's not on and you just see how translucent it actually is. But anyway, while I'm showing that off, here is his yelling face accessory, and then here is his smirking face accessory. But now, as you guys can see, the light is hitting these for the most part the same. This one is much more translucent than this one, and this one is just a darker blue. So I think maybe that explains it. Just looking at it right here, it's a very big difference. I'm thinking you guys will probably be able to see that. But yeah, they did go a different way with this one. But now putting this face on just to see how it looks, I want to see if it goes back to that darker color. It'll probably even out. So yeah, it evens out for the most part after you swap the faces, but that is something to be noted. Now for you people who I know want to see what this one looks like next to the original, let's see if I can get him to stand. There we go. Here's the first one they released. So for the people who are wondering how different is the blue, what does it look like, there you go. This is what they look like standing next to one another. Both great, both unique in their own different way, and they both capture Vegeta in his transformed states. I will say that I like this blue a little bit better than this one, but I do like this form better than I like this one. I just like the way that this one turned out. So regular Super Saiyan Blue definitely gets the W for me in this one. I like that one more, but both of them are great, and I am going to have fun posing them like this. Moving right along. Now here's what God mode looks like on the Majin Vegeta body, and I think it looks pretty good. It looks honestly better than the Majin Vegeta head in my opinion, which I don't really like, but you guys already know how I feel about that figure. Now here is the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution head on the Majin Vegeta body, and it looks okay. I'm not a big fan of blue on blue, but I mean, it looks alright. The only issue I'm really having with this is that gap right there. I do not like that. That is such a bother, and how you angle it makes it look even worse. But anyway, on to my final thoughts. Now for the most part, Demoniacal Fit is doing a very good job with these hair pieces. They look nice. I know it's repetitive. I know the sculpts aren't accurate to the anime, but I think they're good for what they're worth. I mean, they're 20 bucks. They give you some variety in terms of posing your Dragon Ball Z figures, and for the most part, they look really nice, except for the issues that I ended up having with this one. I'm happy they made Super Saiyan Blue Evolution because I fell in love with that form once I saw it in the anime. It's unfortunate that from the interview that Akira Toriyama gave recently, we probably won't see this form anymore because I'm thinking that it's an anime exclusive. That's what it sounded like he was pretty much saying. It sounds like we're never going to see that form ever again. But as for this, man, the fact that they announced this, I want to say even before the Broly movie confirmed we would be seeing Super Saiyan God Vegeta, that makes me happy. It's Very awesome to have this in my collection. This definitely isn't the body for it, but I mean, it works. It's the fact that we got it. So I'm happy about that. Now, my final thoughts on these are that, of course, they're worth picking up. I mean, they're 20 bucks a piece. They add variety to your collection. For the most part, they look really nice. So yeah, I'm going to recommend these to you guys. Anyway, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more content. And of course, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below for more. I'm Animated Heroes, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.